Pokémon! Who hasn't heard of Pokémon? The craze that took the world by storm and made Nintendo even wealthier than it already was. And it all started with two amazing games, Pokémon Red and Pokémon Blue, for the Nintendo Game Boy. Pokémon was released in 1996 in Japan, and had you play as a boy who traveled the world and collected these little creatures called Pokémon. Now most people I knew got into Pokémon via the anime. But did you know that the games actually came before the TV series? The game is also where the main character and his rival got their names, Ash and Gary. The original two games were called Pokémon Green and Red in Japan, but were renamed to Blue and Red in Europe and the US. The only difference being that some Pokémon could only be caught in Pokémon Red and some only in Pokémon Blue. The game starts off with you being greeted by Professor Oak, who introduces you to the world of Pokémon. You then get to pick your name and the name of your rival. You can pick from a list of set names, or you can decide to give a new name to yourself and your rival. After the build-up, you feel pumped and ready to get going. Time to make your mark on the world and adventure out into the wild. Professor Oak comes by to pick you up and hand you your very first Pokémon. And after that, you're pretty much allowed to do whatever you like. Want to explore the world? You can! Want to train Pokémon? You can! Want to challenge other trainers to battle? You guessed it, you can! From there, let's move on to the gameplay. So, how does Pokémon play? Let's take a look at the battle mechanics. When you find a Pokémon in the wild, you are brought into a battle screen. From there you have four options. You can decide to battle, use an item, change your Pokémon, or try to run from the fight. When you're battling a trainer, it will become impossible for you to run, and you're either going to have to defeat him, or get defeated yourself. Each Pokémon learns a large variety of moves while leveling up. However, you can only ever use 4 of them, forcing you to abandon a new move you learned or overriding an old one. I would often get rid of the status effect moves like Growl and replace them with more powerful damage dealing abilities. The tactical aspect comes into play when choosing your Pokémon. Different types are strong against others. Water Pokémon, for example, are good against fire, but fire are strong against grass Pokémon. Other than battling, the game gives you the challenge of catching all 151 Pokémon. Yeah, 151, that's what it all started with. Nowadays the Pokémon universe contains 748 different Pokémon. Now that's counting the new ones from the upcoming Pokémon X and Y. But back in 1998, there were only 151 to catch. Catching Pokémon was only part of the game though. As you traveled through the world, you could actually run into other trainers, which could battle you. Or you could try and stop an evil organization known as Team Rocket. Or you could take on all 8 gym leaders and earn a gym badge to gain access to the Pokémon League, the biggest tournament in the game with the toughest trainers. Now story-wise is where the game lags, at least for some people. For example, the only reason why your mother is okay with you leaving is because the TV said so? And we all know, television can't be wrong. You're sometimes confronted with some sort of story, either dealing with Team Rocket or solving the mystery of Lavender Town, but story isn't the main focus of the game. And I couldn't be happier! Now that might surprise some of you, seeing as how much I love a good story in video games. But in many ways, Pokémon was a blank slate where you could interpret yourself exploring the world. It never told you too much, leaving your imagination to fill in the blanks, which is a fantastic way to tell a story. Another game I recently played that does this very well is Dark Souls. Huh, I wonder if the comparison between Dark Souls and Pokémon has ever been made. Oh, yep, yes it has. Thank you internet. So, let's take a look at the graphics. For those of you watching that didn't grow up with the original Game Boy, this is what video games used to look like. And we thought it was awesome! However, it did not stand the test of time very well. Pictures are blurry, animation is lacking in pretty much every department, and the sound that Pokémon made are nothing more than bleeps and bloops. Something they stayed with every Pokémon game up till now. Now this review wouldn't be complete if I didn't mention the sequels to the Pokémon games. Every so many years, Nintendo releases a new generation of Pokémon games. Pokémon Silver and Gold, Pokémon Ruby and Sapphire, and so on and so on. Each generation starts you off in a different part of the world, and adds new Pokémon to the universe. Not only that, but it cranks up the graphics a good deal. Now if you're new to the genre, and you're willing to set out on an adventure, then you don't have to have played the previous games to get what's going on. Pokémon is one of the first games I ever played religiously, spending my every waking hour leveling up or catching new Pokémon. And because of that, it holds a special place in my heart. And with that, we have come to the end of episode 8 of Did You Play? Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, depending if you like the episode or not. And while you're at it, why not post a comment in the comment section below? I love to read what you guys have to say. And I hope to see you next week on the next episode of Did You Play?